Hi there folks, Borislav247 here with another Days Gone mission video. And on this video I'm going to show you all the best and easiest ways in which to take out the mission that is called He's Just a Kid. Now, just a couple of things that I want to point out before getting on to the action. The first is that the difficulty level in which I'm taking on this mission is Survivor 2. So this is as difficult as it will get. And the second thing to point out is that the weapons that I'm using are weapons that you would have available to use at the time when this mission comes up. Now, if you have better weapons than what I am currently using, then fantastic. The job will just be easier for you than what it already is. I will be quite honest, this particular mission is a bit of a toughie because the camp is heavily defended with bear traps and noise traps, and they have a sniper who is really on point. You have to make sure every time that this sniper is taken care of before you attempt to take out this camp, because if you don't, you're just going into a full-blooded fight. So anyhow, let's get to it. Okay, in order to get started on this mission, I first have to be assigned this mission. And in order to get this one, I have to go over and see Ricky, who resides in Lost Lake. So let's hear what she's got to say.
Hey, Ricky. What's up?
Mitchell and a couple guys were on a run northwest of here when they were hit by a group of drifters. They tracked them back to a camp north of Malacqua Lake.
Okay, so Mitchell and the others, they didn't take him out?
They're not drifters, Deke. And Mitchell's just a kid. I don't even know if he can use a gun.
Then what the hell are they doing out in this shit?
Look, I need you to do this. Lost Lake needs you.
Okay, great, I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Deke.
Okay, this mission is on. Just going to bring up the map as I normally do, just to show exactly where all the action is going to take place. And it's basically over in the northwest corner of Lost Lake. So, now that I know where it is, let's head over there and have some fun. Right then folks, as always I like to start with a conventional method. I'm just going to bring up the map to show exactly where I'm starting this attack from. This is by far the best area to try and get your bike to, just so that you can start your attack from this particular spot every single time. There is variations on where I go from here, but trust me, this is the best area to start. Now, the weapons I'm going to be using, I have a C8 rifle and I also have a US 556. Now, the C8 rifle is only going to be used for one shot on this occasion, and it is to take out this sniper that's in this camp. Because if you don't take this one out first every time, you're just going to get a ridiculous amount of problems. Now, if you happen to have a Talon 7, that shot will be far easier. But I just want to show that it can still be made with the C8. There is actually an easier way of taking out that sniper, and I will show that in other runs, but for this particular one, I just wanted to show that even with the C8, you can still make that shot. So from here, this is the way that I like to look to get into the camp here. You get lots of options. I do want to get a lot closer though than what I currently am. So now that I've taken out the two main lookouts from this side of the camp, I'm heading over. The next potential problems come in the way of noise traps and bear traps. There's a lot of them around here, and holy shit, somebody has seen that marauder fall. So they don't know where I am, but they do know I'm around here somewhere. What that means for me now is that guaranteed I'm going to have 12 marauders to take care of instead of 8. But do you know what? I'll get the job done. Now from here, yeah, I've seen that one just heading up there. I'm just going to sneak around this corner, take him out. As you can see, there's another bear trap right there. Now to avoid a few more bear traps, I'm going to hug this rock line here. And yep, I can see that one up there. Now, this ledge up here has another 2 bear traps. I'm going to pick one of them up and then replace it. That way, that one will be of no danger to me now. Now, there is a noise trap up here as well, but first things first, I want to take out that marauder. Yep, take care of that noise trap. And this spot here now is fantastic. Look at the view I've got over the camp. This is one of the best spots you can possibly get. And this lot ain't going to know what's hit them. Already, I've only got 2 left to take out, so yeah. Can safely go over to get this one. And oh, that was a poor shot, but you know what? At this stage, I'm not really too fussed. So where's this last one? I think they're over on the far right hand side. In fact, they're right there, perched against that tree. Okay, taking my sweet time here. There we go, very nice. And that's it, folks. That is the first method done and dusted. Okay, on to the next. Right then, for the second run, I am going to be showing the first of 2 sniper rifle methods that I thoroughly recommend. And you'll see why I actually show 2 versions of this, because there is 2 fantastic start locations. But the first one that I'm going to be showing is by far the best. So, as always, I like to make sure that I have a suppressor attached to whatever weapon I'm going to be using. And for this run, it is only going to be the C8 sniper rifle. And in order to get over to this sniper's location safely, I'm going to use the ground here as cover for myself. Just need to get to round about this area here. Yeah, that's fine. I can see the laser sight up ahead. That is grand. So the fact that I'm not seeing the sniper himself, I know that I am all good. But if there is any shots that I get the chance of taking early here, I normally do. That Marauder is not always in that position. But when they are, I do like to take that shot. But here is the beauty of this run. Look at this for an easy kill of the sniper. Now from here, there is a noise trap up here. Once that is out of the way, Merry Christmas. This is what it's all about. And if you have the luxury of a Talon 7 at this point, this is going to be a damn sight easier. But I'm just surveying what I want to actually start doing here. The first one I always go for from this position certainly is that one, because there's no one watching them in the slightest. Do you know what? I do tend to prioritize the higher positions of the Marauders, because they generally are not seen by as many. So I'm looking, that one over there, it's the one that's actually up against that rock area there, and damn, just as I'm getting ready to take the shot, now he's moving. Okay, that's fine, I will wait. There is no rush here. Really, the biggest thing that I like to make sure that I get done right here is just not attracting any attention whatsoever, so that I basically just have 8 shots to take. And so far, so good. And there we go. Here is my next victim. In fact, oh, it's the one from before, or I'm not sure if it actually was, but one of the Marauders has gone back to that particular position. It must be a very comfy rock area.
That's it.
And there we go. That is by far the best sniper rifle location in order to take out the entire camp. So on to the next one, folks. Right then, for run number 3, this is going to be the second sniper rifle method. Very rarely I actually show 2 different versions, but I deem both of them to be that good that I thought, do you know what, the hell with it, I'm going to show both of them. So now that I've shown again where I am on the map, just need to make sure, as always, get a suppressor on this bad boy. And because of where I'm actually going to be taking out so many of the Marauders from, I am going to attempt to take the long shot again in order to get the sniper out of the picture. Yep. Just make sure that I get a bit of focus there and play, just to make sure that I'm accurate with that shot, because if you get that wrong, that's it. You need to just restart your run. But from here, this is where it all changes. This is another fantastic spot to take out some potentially tricky Marauders if you were trying to sneak into the camp without killing them first. But this one over here is the one that I always look to take out first. very rarely you ever alert anybody in the camp of that kill. From here, this section here, there is always at least 2 marauders in this section. I like to take them both out pretty quickly. Okay, very nice. Moving on to the next section. And yeah, I'm just making sure that there is nobody else walking about before heading over. That's it, nice. Because this bush section again, which I did use during the conventional method that I showed at the very start, is just fantastic. It's that good. But I'm going to take the time to actually lift up both of these bear traps, replace them. It's a nice little bit of security for me in case anybody tries to get to my position from that side of the camp, because any of the marauders now that walk over those bear traps are going to get caught in them. But look at this. How good is this? Now, I just missed the chance of getting that particular marauder there, but I shouldn't have to wait too long. We're right, there we go.
One more.
Right, just one more. And there they are, I can see them already.
That's it.
Very nice. Okay, on to the next method, folks. Okay, on to run number 4, and this is all about what I consider to be the most underrated weapon in the entire game, and it is residue bolts. These bad boys are absolutely fantastic. Make for a much safer way of taking out any mission, and they're a whole lot of fun to watch because you don't have to do much in the way of fighting at all. Just a few crossbow shots. So I'm going to bring up exactly what a residue bolt consists of. Yep, just require 1 cedar sapling, 1 nest residue and 1 scrap. And as you can see, I can produce quite a lot of these bad boys. So let's do this. Now, I don't actually fancy making a really long shot with the residue bolt for the sniper, so I'm going to take the same route as I did before for one of the sniper rifle options, just to make sure that I have a nice, easy shot available to me.
Can you handle him?
And yes, I am making sure that I'm not going to be seen here. So, right, that's the first one. Yeah, I want to get this one in on the action as well. I do want to make sure though that I'm not seen, because although anybody who is hit with a residue bolt all of a sudden will not alert the camp of your presence if they see you, but they can still fire at you. So while all the actions start to take place over there, I'm taking advantage of this, and their eyes are all turned. So this gives me a nice, easy way into the camp where I'm going to do more damage. Not only that, but you get a fantastic view from the top section. So yeah, there's another one. Very nice.
How do we do? I think we're okay.
And as before, just going to pick up one of the bear traps, put it back. Just makes getting onto this section far easier. And okay, I'm actually going to have a slight change of plan here, because that particular marauder has seen me. So I just want to make sure that I move to a new position, and that way I'll get no problems whatsoever. In fact, if that marauder that did see me heads over to my previous position, they'll end up going down onto the next ledge and they will actually get stuck in a bear trap. And speaking of which, there is actually a bear trap in that bush section that I've just come out of. Do be wary of it. But right now, look at this. This camp is virtually done. And that's something else that I didn't mention about while all this was taking place. You'll notice there is no calls for any reinforcements. Even though it has got so loud with the battle, the fact that none of the marauders had any idea that there was attack coming from anything else other than their own, yeah, they do not call for anyone. And now that the last one is under the influence, all I have to do now is wait, because the residue bolt will eventually kill the marauder or ripper that you've hit. And there we go. That is why I rate the residue bolts so highly. Anyhow, on to the next run, folks. Right, on to run number 5, and this is always one of my favourites, using a nearby horde in order to take out the mission. Now, the particular horde that's going to be obliging me here is none other than the Westford Horde. And basically this has to be done at night because the nearest area that you can get this horde to the camp is from their nighttime drinking area. So I'm not going to use the bike the entire way because the bike actually becomes a little bit problematic eventually, because I want to get as much of the numbers over to the area as possible. So at this point I'm just looking to get their attention. No problem right now, but you'll see I certainly won't have anywhere near the numbers that I currently have chasing me by the time I get to the camp, which is why I like to come off the bike at a particular point so that I can sort of try and bunch them as best as I can when on foot, because it is easier to do that way. The bike is much handier because it's just a damn sight quicker, so you don't have any issues with stamina, but that's what stamina cocktails are for. So I'll get one of these in play right now, and you know what, I'll just get a health cocktail as well, just for the hell of it. So I'm not that far away now, but you can already see the numbers are starting to dwindle a touch here. But I have got a decent amount of them, so I think I will have enough to get the job done here. Yeah, that's not bad. There is at least 20 of them there. So the biggest problem I'm going to face here is making sure that I don't hit any fucking bear traps, because there is a lot of them about. So heading up this way, I am not hanging about. I just want to move to the other side of the camp, because I know the horde is right behind me. And yeah, a very nice spot that I like to go to is right here. And for obvious reasons, look at the protection I am getting from that sniper rifle, who is up in the corner. And by the way, that is the one marauder that I am going to have to take out myself. The one thing that has surprised me about this particular method, though, is that no reinforcements have been called. Even though that sniper up there did see me. Do you know what? For the hell of it, I'm just going to use an incendiary bolt to get the job done there.
That's it.
And there we go. Very nicely done indeed. Okay, folks, on to the last run. Right then, folks, for the final run, I'm going to be showing a run that uses incendiary bolts. Now, the final time I will be bringing up the map, as always, starting from the south, but there is one very important thing that I need to stress before using these. If you happen to be playing on Survivor 2, which is what I am playing on difficulty-wise at the moment, and yeah, I'm just bringing up what is required for the incendiary bolts, you need to make sure that this particular skill is activated. Because if you don't have this in place, you will simply require 2 shots instead of 1 in order to kill a marauder or ripper every single time. So at this stage of the game, you should already have this particular skill in place, but I like to make sure that everybody knows. Now, very unusually, I am actually going to go for an extremely long shot here. Hey! Robin Hood, eat your heart out. Yeah, that could have gone wrong very quickly there, but you know what, I thought I'll give it a shot, just to show that it can be done. So, already this is going very well. This is the one time that you can sometimes get problems because there is 2 of them over here, but I have noticed that one of them just dropped down just as I was firing at the one on the higher point, so they actually made that very easy for me. And already there's just 3 to go. The beauty of the incendiary bolts is you do not need to worry about headshots, very similar to residue bolts. And of course, with using a crossbow, you make very little noise when firing them. Apart from the screams coming from the Marauders and Rippers, of course, but as long as you don't hit a Marauder that is too close to someone else, you generally get away with it. And as you can see already here, I've only got 2 more to take out.
One more.
Nice. Okay, just 1 more to go. And given that I'm not seeing them around that section, I'm assuming it's going to be the one that's sometimes over by the tree over here. And yes, it most certainly is. Let's see if I can get a shot here. There we go. Fantastic. And that is the mission. He's just a kid, done and dusted. Thank you so much for watching the video, folks, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Take care.